You're listening to Productivity Monsters in the Morning. We are the energy vault your real estate business needs to get you up and out and excited and productive for the day. We go over trending topics and things that really matter in the market of the moment. Here are your hosts, Tiffany Hampton and Brooke Silva.
Good morning.
Good morning. I have not hugged you today.
We're not hugging. We've already established this. You may be close, but you're still 6 feet apart.
I know. We're literally knock, knock. You're on the wall behind me.
I know. So much fun. So today we're brainstorming and building systems for all of our awesome agents in KW. So we figured instead of doing it via Zoom, we're so close, you just drove down to Andover to hang out with me.
It was so fun. It was nice. It's always nice to be in a market center, around people, around the energy. And when you're around people and your tribes, magic happens.
Yeah.
And actually, we should not be together in rooms often because then we make more work for ourselves. But it's okay.
Do we though? We just build really awesome stuff.
It's so true. It's so true.
You know, and that made us think, like, what's a great topic to talk about today? Real estate can be really, really lonely.
So lonely.
Yeah. And it doesn't have to be.
No. And, when you say you're a solo agent, you actually got to remember you have a huge team of people around you to help you. And I think that's hard to remember sometime when you're not on a quote unquote team. You forget that you've got a whole market center of people around you. You've got your agent leadership council. You've got people like us in the region. You have local support from your family and friends. You've got a team and a tribe, whether you realize it. So our big thought for today is, are the people in your tribe the right people, or is it time to find a tribe to make sure that you hit your 2023 goals?
Right. And our affirmation is our adventures are bringing us closer together. And for people like me, that's a little.
I know it's difficult. It's difficult for you. You're doing so good though.
Yeah, because I do. I mean, like, my tribe has changed drastically. And that's the other piece of it, right? Like, our adventures are bringing us closer together. It's also that conversation around the fact that you're not going to stay in relationship with the same people year over year.
No, you don't. And I think we've talked about it briefly before about how your tribe changes. People move in and out. It doesn't mean you don't love them. It just means, when I think of a tribe, I think who are the people I'm surrounding myself right now to be in deeper relationships with, to help me move them closer to their goals and me towards mine, because there are very few people in this world who are pioneers, right? So it's been done before, or it's been done so similar that you've got to seek out the people who have gone before you and gain their wisdom.
Right. Well, and that's what we, you come into real estate and you think you have to start from ground zero. You're really not at ground zero. You're probably at like 4,000 feet above sea level, in all honesty, because all you have to do is engage with those around you that have come and gone before, right? Because we're all at different stages. So what are you doing as an agent, as a leader, as whatever your role is, to make sure that you're encountering those people to make it easier?
Right, because there's also this strength in community. And I know we've talked about it before, but until I came to the region, I didn't know what I was missing from my tribe and the ways I've grown because of the people in our region who have done things before me. I'm not reinventing the wheel, right? Like, I'm sticking to the models and systems and putting my unique spin on it, and I have my local community, and then I have my national community of people that I just have arms around. And sometimes it's really hard to figure out who your tribe is if you're not clear on your goals either.
Right. And not everyone is supposed to be in your tribe, right? Exactly what you just said. What are your goals? It's not even what are your goals, but what are your moral standards? What are your belief systems? What are your goals with family? Like all of that plays into who you put into your world. So you don't just find the first person that says hello to you and put them in your tribe. It doesn't work like that.
No, but you do have to be a little brave.
You
You
do.
have to have some fearlessness, because in order to meet those people, you actually have to people, Tiffany.
You have to show up.
You have to people, and you have to go to the market center. You have to attend the meetings. You have to go to classes. You have to go to networking events and watch and learn and see how people are in a room. You know, how do they treat other people? Why are they there? You know, I am very fearless. We figured this out from talks. I want to meet the speakers no matter where we are. I don't care where I am. I could be in a room of 80,000 people and I'm right up to the front.
Yeah.
Right. It's how I met one of my best friends in this business. I stalked him basically. Like when I met John Morris at a class, it was the week after a family reunion. He was in Boston teaching. And I literally was like, hi, after the class, my name is Brooke. We're going to be best friends. Can we talk for a few minutes? And he's like, well, I have a flight to catch. I was like, great, I'll hop in the Uber with you.
Yep. And this is me.
are.
This is me.
Yeah.
Up against the wall, sizing up all of the room and the space to figure out whose energy do I desire to put into my space. So
Right.
you jump in and you figure it out after conversations. I jump in and I take a look around and see who I desire.
Yeah. And for me, it's not people who have like personalities like me, because I should never be with people, too many of me in one room, because there's a lot of RTTs that have the same type of energy. But we need like the calmer ones. Like I can't have a tribe of all me, because first of all, the chaos that would ensue would be, we'd get nothing done. But I know what I want to do, and I'm surrounding myself with people who have like-minded goals, even if they're not close to the same, but we're all in a committed goal plan and we're trying to move forward and better each other. And I love that.
Yeah. So my action item for you is to go to the market center, go to a class, go to a networking event. And we talk about Ford all the time. Well, I heard a good one yesterday. Instead of Ford, it's fog. Let's make it simpler.
Oh,
Family, occupation, and goals.
ooh, for your
Right?
community. That's so good for your tribe.
Right. So, and I can't take credit for that. That was on the Win, Make, Give podcast with someone who was talking about people power. So, you know, I know. So how are you going to fog your way through some relationships to figure out who should be part of your tribe?
And should they just like pack up and skedaddle after those classes, or being in the market center, or what should they do?
They should spend time.
Spend
They
time.
can't be a Tiffany. They can't walk in, get the education, and then walk out and go home. Like that does not work. They need to be a Brooke.
I'm rubbing off on you.
I know. So yeah. So what are your goals for 2023? What classes should you attend? Who should you ask? This is my goal in 2023. What are you taking that I should take?
Well, you know, what's great too is that when you go to those market center meetings and you're listening to top producers, or you're taking the classes and there's panelists of people who have done it and are giving you what they wish they had known, what they wish they had done, and how they struggled sometimes through success. Introduce yourself to the speaker. I know it sounds intimidating, but just thank them for their time, thank them for their knowledge. When I sit in a class, the first thing I do is I write the speakers at the top of the page, like, and any contact information they give us, because my tech action for you guys is actually old school tech, which is handwrite a note to them. Everybody's got an address, whether it's a business address or you've got their market center address, but there's a way to find that information. Thank them in the note, put what you enjoyed about the class and one item that was a light bulb moment that you're going to put into immediate action. Can I tell you, as a speaker and a educator, getting notes like that are my most favorite notes. Thank me. Yes, it's right. You know how I feel about that. But tell me what your light bulb moments were and what you're doing immediately. Those notes become gold to me. But here's the techie part of it. Make sure you put them in your data bank and you log the activity and put them on a drip. So in a quarter, you can say, hey, just so you know, based on the class, I was able to do X, Y, Z. Thank you for that. And I'm building on it. And I get those. And I'm sure you do as well. People, sometimes it takes time for them to realize that what they learned, they did put into play and that they're seeing action maybe 6 months later. So it's a really cool thing to get that. So make someone's day with a thank you note.
Yeah. And we have a couple of books. Tim Ferriss, he loves to interview people. 2 of his books, Tribe of Mentors and Tools of Titans, those 2 books are just filled with content from people that have succeeded, whether in business, acting, or whatever their craft is. Read one a day.
Yeah.
You know, and then
and you said, I haven't picked up, thanks a lot for another book. I can't wait. Sorry, I'm a nerd for a reason. But you said Tribe of Mentors is interesting because it's a choose your own mentor adventure, I think is how.
you can turn to any page and it tells a story, right? So you choose based on what your needs are, you can go down that road. So if your goal is to pay down debt, there are people in that book that have gone before you and can do it. If your goal is to build a new business, there are people that have gone before you, and there's just little tidbits. So those 2 books, they're huge. Mm-hmm. I actually have them both on Audible, so I'll listen to them when I'm driving, and then I have them in writing where I pick up the book and just open up to any random page.
Wow.
They're well worth the purchase.
Awesome. So yesterday you had to pick a word. Today you have to find your tribe to support that word, to hit
Absolutely.
those goals. All right, friend. I'm coming to the office. Get ready.
Let's do it. Let's get some brainstorming done.
Have a great day, guys.
Bye.